Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm doing my May favorites. This month I had quite a few new makeup finds. It was my birthday in the month of May, and so my family was here for a little while, and then I actually went home for a little while, and so I kind of did a little bit of shopping with my sisters and my mom, and so I found a few new things. So let's just jump right in. First is a perfume that my mom bought me for my birthday. I like perfume. I don't use it often, and so buying like a full bottle doesn't work well for me anymore. I picked up this Prada Candy. I really like it. It's kind of like a more grown-up version of Pink Sugar, if you ever wore that. I wore that when I was younger, and I liked it, and my youngest sister really liked it. And I feel like this is just a little bit more grown up than that. It still is like very sweet smelling, which is, I mean, candy, but I really like it. Next was something else that I got from Sephora for my birthday. They were doing like a little Tarte combo. You got a blush and then a lip color. The lip color, I like the formula. The color isn't my favorite. I think it was in Party, or is that no, the blush is Party. The lip color was in, I don't remember. But the blush, so good. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and I've never used these. I love it though. This is such a good color. I feel like it doesn't swatch super well. Like here's a little swatch, and it doesn't really look that exciting, but I have it on my cheeks, and I love it. It's so good. It truly lasts all day. It says it's a 12-hour blush. I would say it definitely lasts 12 hours. I think it stands up really good. It's a nice neutral color, but without being like brown, like without being like a bronzer, but it's still really neutral. And so it has like a nice pink flush. There's no shimmer to it. It's just totally matte. Well, maybe there's a light sheen to it, but definitely not like shimmer, and it just looks really good on the cheeks, and you can do highlight with it without it being like overpowering, and so I really like it. Next is a thing I picked up when I was in California. I got home, and the next day I went to go do my makeup. I forgot my foundation and my concealer. It was real fun. Luckily, one of my sisters uses like the exact same foundation that I do, and she just had like a slightly different color, so I used it and it was just fine, but then she left, and so I had to go get more foundation. But this was something that I picked up that I used to use all the time, and I just haven't used it in a long time, and I don't know why I stopped using it, because I really like it. It's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. It's just like such a nice bronzer. It has a slight like sheen to it. Here's a little swatch there, so it's a little shiny almost, but then it just looks so good on the skin. It's a great color for me since I'm ultra pale. It's light. I brought it back to the house, and my sisters were like, that's the lightest bronzer I've ever seen. I was like, have you seen my face? Have you seen me before? I'm pretty light. I just kind of wear it all over. I have it on today as well as a little bit of contour, but I kind of like focus it on the tops of my cheekbones and then kind of around the perimeter of my face and anywhere that like the sun would touch. And so I really like it. It looks super good on your skin, and it's just super flattering. Next is something that I got in my Ipsy bag for the month of May. And it's this, well, it's in this look I hear, but it's the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter. And it's in the shade Sin. This stuff is beautiful. I honestly, the first time I used it, I didn't really like it, because I'd been using the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I've been using it with like a fan brush for a long time, and I felt like it just applied to the skin super nice, and it just looked really pretty. So the first time I used this, I tried to use the same brush, and it didn't work out well. It's a little dry, and I watched Kathleen Lights do her Ipsy unbagging, and she got this as well, and she was saying that it was really dry, which I agree with. It's a little dry, but I feel like once you get more towards the inside of the product, like it's just such a pretty color. It's so beautiful. I feel like it's like the perfect tone for my skin because it's a little goldeny, a little bit pinky, but it's not like too golden and it's not too cool. I have it like slathered on my face today, which I pretty much have since I got it. I just think it's so pretty and it's like the perfect shade for my skin. I love it. Next is something else from my Ipsy bag. It's this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I have been really liking this. This feels like really nice for like a small little sample size mascara. The packaging is like really nice. I have another Lancome one that's like in a sample size, and that packaging, it looks like you got it from like the Dollar Tree. Like it's crappy. But this feels nice. The cap is like metal. It's just, it's fancy feeling. But I really like it. I have it on my eyes today. I've heard a lot of people compare this to the Essence False Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, which I can definitely draw the similarities. I think they're super similar, but this one is just a little bit better, honestly. I love this one. This was in my favorites. I just gave this away in my drugstore essentials, so I love this stuff, but this is just the slightest bit better, and like, I don't know, it really extends your lashes. It kind of makes me want to try false lashes again. I haven't done that in a long time. I don't wear fake eyelashes because that's way too much of a commitment. But the brush is like really nice. This is like my favorite kind of brush where it's just like kind of skinny, not overly big. It's just really easy to use. I will probably buy this in a big one as soon as I need mascara, which is not very often. I have a lot that I'm trying to use up right now. Next is this dry shampoo. It's the Eva NYC Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. I got this in a Vox box from Influencer. I'm in love with this brand. Like, this is like my new favorite brand. They have a like shine, or no, it's like a 10-in-1 hair primer, but it makes your hair super shiny. And so then I tried this. I saved it for my California trip because I just like travel things for when I'm traveling, you know, normal. And the first time I used it, I was blown away. Like, I sprayed it in my hair. It's the kind of dry shampoo that like you put it in and it doesn't really leave much of a cast. I honestly can't really tell when dry shampoos leave too much of a white cast because my hair is so light, but I felt like it didn't really leave much of a residue, but it felt so good. Like, I'm used to dry shampoos feeling a little bit residuey, or like, even if you can't see it, you can just kind of like feel it. It feels, your hair still feels dirty, like it doesn't feel clean. It might look a little bit better, but it feels like gritty and like dirty. This, it like felt like I just washed my hair, and it smells phenomenal. So I'm saving this again. I'm going back to California in like a week and a half, and so I'm saving this for that trip so I can use it. My sister's getting married in a few weeks. Congratulations. But so I'm saving it to use it for then, and I've been dying to use it. So I'll probably buy another one when I get back. Next is like something that I just keep loving, and I've talked about it. I don't remember if it was in my February or March, or it might have been both, but this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I can't stop using it. This was what I meant to bring when I was in California, and I forgot it. And then, so my sister actually has this. This is the Nude Ivory, and she has because this is like the light neutral color, and she had the light warm color, which usually works out for my skin too. And so I used that. And then I bought another foundation for when she left, and it was good too. It's the Maybelline Dream Wonder, just a second. The Dream Matte Mousse, which I like as well. It's actually really good. I never used it and I was interested in trying it, but I'm still kind of figuring out how to use it really. But then I got back home and I used this again, and I was like, this is like my baby. And so recently I have been combining this shade, which is the light neutral color, with the Buff Bisque, which is the light medium neutral color. Because I've been, I mean, I'm still very white, but a little bit darker now that the sun is out and stuff in Minnesota. And so I've been using this one on the majority of my face and then just kind of dotting this one around a little bit and then blending it out. It kind of brightens up my face a little bit more and makes it so I'm not so pale. But I thought I would mention these again because I love these so much. Like, it's so good. It makes your skin, makes my skin at least, look so like healthy and like natural, but without being like super cakey. It has a great texture. It looks really good on my skin. I feel like I'm always having people compliment my foundation lately, and that's pretty much all I've been using. So I love it. I will repurchase that, and it's like $5, which is nuts. Next is something that I picked up at Trader Joe's the other day, and it's, this is just the package, but it's the Dr. Bronner's all-in-one hemp peppermint pure Castile bar soap. I feel like I had heard people like clean their brushes with this, and so that's what I've been doing. I have it in this little like Lush tin. It's working really good. So what I do is I just kind of like hold it in my hand. You can see there's like a divot out of this side. So I hold it in my hand, and it works really great for like a beauty sponge. And so I'll just like get whatever I'm washing damp and then just like rub it on here and then rinse it out, and it's like so clean. Yeah, and this was like, I think it was like $3 or $4. I know you can find this at Target. You can find it probably at like Walgreens or a drugstore. I just picked it up at Trader Joe's because I was there doing grocery shopping, and I always walk down like the beauty aisle because that's what I do all the time. So I just picked it up and have been using it for my brushes. I use it for my sponge like every other day, and I really like it. It's working really good. Lastly is this Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette. I've been loving this. My sisters got this for me for for my birthday when I was in California. They were like, well, since you're gonna be here, why don't we just wait to get you a Christmas, or why do I keep saying Christmas? Why don't we just wait to get you a birthday present until you get here and we can just go shopping? And I was like, done. I love shopping. So we went to Sephora. We were walking around for a long time, and my sister has this palette, and she was like, Kelsey, you need to try this palette out. It's so good. Have you tried it? And I'm like, no, I'm not really interested. I thought the shades looked kind of boring. And she's like, no, Kelsey, it's really good. Like, you need to look at it. And I was like, nah, I'm okay. Thanks, though. And so then I continued to walk around Sephora for half an hour looking for something else that I wanted. And then we found the original Tartelette palette. Was it? No, what was it? I think it was just the Tartelette palette, and it's all matte shades. Because I told my sisters that I wanted something like matte or something that had a lot of matte shades, and then that had like warm tones. And so same sister, she's like, oh, Kelsey, this one looks like it has like warm tones. And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of like it. It's okay. And then I was like, the one next to it is really good though. Like, I think I really like that. I like these like pink tones at the bottom. They're kind of reddish. She's like, Kelsey, that is literally the palette I showed you when we walked in. And I was like, you win. I want that one. So I've been loving it ever since. It's what's on my eyes today. I actually just did a super easy look. And I'm actually using this palette next week. I'm doing a video every day doing palette week. So I will be using this palette every day next week and just getting like a different look. I'm starting with something super simple, and then I'm gonna end up something a little bit more dramatic. So if you want to see this in use, make sure to tune in next week when I'm doing that. So I think that's all of my favorites today. I feel like that was a lot, so I'm sorry if this was long. But thank you for checking out my video today, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. And until next time, bye guys! Amazonian Clay 12-hour. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-hour